I will teach you how to manifest. I know you have been trying to manifest, but it is not working. And you have given up. And now you believe that manifestation is a lie, that manifestation is a scam. But just because you believe that manifestation is a scam does not mean it's true. Because manifestation works each time. It never fails. The reason why you are doing it and it's not working is because you are manifesting wrongly. You see, everything in life has got a techniques. When you apply the right techniques in manifestation, it is going to work, and it is going to work always. If you call a quack electrician to fix your fridge, it's not going to fix it because it's not using the proper techniques. But when you call the right technician to fix your fridge, he is going to fix it and it's going to work perfectly. So you have been manifesting wrongly. You have been using the wrong techniques in manifestation, and that is why it is not working. That is why you believe it's a scam. Manifestation works all the time. This life is governed by laws. And when you follow or master the laws of this universe, everything is going to work. You see, they say knowledge is power, but knowledge is not power. Knowledge is a potential power. The power lies in applying knowledge. If I can teach you these techniques today, that is knowledge. Applying it is power. So you need to learn the techniques of manifestation and you need to apply it. That is how power works. The reason why you are sick, the reason why you are suffering, the reason why you are not happy is not because something is wrong with you. It's not because somebody is hating you. It's not because somebody is against you. You see, we are constantly creating. But the question is, what are you creating? What are you creating? It's either you are creating the life you desire, or you are indirectly creating or unknowingly creating the life you don't desire. Because creation happens all the time. The only time you stop creating is when you die. So you need to master the proper way of creating so that you are not creating the life you don't desire. And you start creating the life you desire. Because the purpose of life is not for us to suffer. Life is beautiful. We are here to enjoy life. Most of us are suffering. Most of us are depressed. Most of us are sick because we have not understand how powerful we are. The mind is where creation happens. The mind is the playground of the universe. You need to understand it. And the person that is in charge of this mind is you. You see, what you give is what you receive. And what you think is who you are. If you think that you're a failure, you are a failure. If you think that you're not happy, then you become unhappy. If you think that you're not successful, you become unsuccessful. If you think that you are successful, you become successful because you are what you think. So, in this process of creation or manifestation, the first thing you need to do is to guide your mind. You need to guide your mind because that is where creation happens. And for you to guide your mind, you need to detach yourself from toxic people because these are the things that is going to corrupt your mind. Because during this process of creation, during this process of manifestation, Your mind is supposed to be free from corruption. What I mean corruption is any negative thing. You must have positive belief about yourself. You must see yourself as a success. You must see yourself as a happy person. You must see yourself as a winner. But what happens is that when you surround yourself with negative people, they constantly tell you how unsmart you are. They constantly tell you how a failure you are. And during this process of manifestation, you don't need those kind of people because you need to clear your mind. You need to free your mind from any toxicity. You need to free your mind from any negative influence. So the first step in manifestation is to detach yourself from negative people, to detach yourself from toxic people. That is the first step. You see, like I said, the reason why you are manifesting and it's not working because you don't understand how it works. So when you detach yourself from negative people, you need to forgive. You see, you can't have hate and love at the same time in your heart. When you have hate in your heart, you are going to attract hate. Remember, you are what you attract. You need to forgive. You see, the purpose of forgiving is for you to empty your heart so that love can come inside. Because manifestation is love. You can't create from the place of lack. Hate is lack. You create from the place of abundance. You see, when you have hate in your heart, what it means is that you want something bad to happen to that person that you are hating. And what is in your mind is something negative. You want that person to lose his job. You want that person to suffer. You want something bad to happen to that person. Remember, you are what you think. The mind does not know the difference between reality and fiction. So when you are constantly wishing something bad to happen to somebody that you hate, what you are doing is that you are wishing something bad to happen to you. There is this saying that when you point one finger at somebody, 4 fingers are pointing at you. That is what happens when you harbor hate in your heart. Because you are constantly wishing bad things to happen to that person. That is your thought throughout the day. And that is what you are constantly creating. If you want somebody to lose his car, you are going to lose your car. If you want somebody to lose his job, you are going to lose his job because that is what you are constantly creating. And that is why you are manifesting and it's not working. You see, when I say to you that you must forgive, it doesn't mean that you are going to become friends with those people. What it means is that you are emptying your heart. You empty your heart from hate so that love can come inside. So the first thing you need to do is for you to detach yourself from toxic people. Detach yourself from negative people. That is the first thing you need to do. You see, many people that are teaching manifestation, they don't tell you this. And there is no way you can create that life you want if you don't know the basics. There is no way you are going to be able to heal yourself from that lung cancer, from that kidney failure. There is no way you can be able to find yourself that good man. There is no way you can be able to manifest for yourself that good woman. There is no way you can be able to manifest for yourself that promotion if you don't understand the basics. Because life is laws. Life is governed by law. There is no shortcut. You must follow the law to the letter. There is no shortcut in manifestation. When you apply the proper techniques in manifestation, there is no way it is not going to work because it is a law. You need to detach yourself from negative people. You need to detach yourself from toxic people. You need to forgive because you can't have hate and love at the same time in your heart. So when you have forgiven your enemies, when you have detached yourself from negative people, then the next thing you need to do is for you to begin to believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, there is no way manifestation is going to work. And the only way it is not easy for me to say you need to believe in yourself. Because for most of your ages, you have been doubting yourself. So it is not easy for you to all of a sudden to start believing yourself. The easiest way to start believing in yourself is to start loving yourself. You see, you need to love yourself if you want manifestation to work. Because you need to love yourself. When you love yourself, that is when you are going to be able to attract people that love you. When you love yourself, that is when you are able to attract something good in your life. If you don't love yourself, there is nothing good that can happen to you. Manifestation is not going to work. Remember, creation happens in the mind. So you need to love yourself, and you need to love yourself abundantly. And many of us, the reason why we don't love ourselves is because there is people that we have offended. So you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself. Because if you don't forgive yourself, you will not love yourself. You need to forgive yourself, and you need to start all over again. You see, forgiveness is the gateway that opens all doors. Forgiveness is the gateway of manifestation. There is no manifestation without forgiveness. There is no forgiveness without manifestation. You need to forgive for you to manifest. Because when you have not forgiven, even your enemies or your friend, you are still keeping grudges. And those things are where? In your heart. You attract what is in your heart. So you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive people that has offended you. That is when you stand a chance of manifesting. All these three things must be kept to ladder. There is no shortcut in manifestation. Manifestation is not simply meditation. Manifestation is not simply closing your eyes and wishing things to happen to you. That is not how manifestation works. Manifestation is steps. You need to follow each steps. The same way you go to school, you don't skip grade 5, you enter grade 7. You must go to grade 5, you must go to grade 6, you must go to grade 7, you must go to grade 8. Manifestation is a process. But the good thing is that when you master this process, you can create anything you want. That sickness is going to disappear. That success is going to come your way. That girl you are looking for is going to come your way. That good man you are looking for is going to come your way, because that is how manifestation works. Because ask that it shall be given to you. For everyone that asks, received. Everyone that asks, received. How come you are not receiving when you have asked? Because you are asking the wrong way. Seek and you shall find. For everyone that seek, found. How come you have been seeking and yet you have not found? Because you are doing it the wrong way. And knock that every door shall be opened. How come you have been knocking and no doors have been opened? For everyone that asked, received. But you have been asking. Why are you not receiving? Because you are asking the wrong way. You have been knocking and yet no doors has been opened, because you are knocking the wrong way. You are seeking and yet you have not found, because you are seeking the wrong way. Meditation is a technique. It's not simply closing your eyes and wishing. It is a process. And when you master those processes, when you master those techniques, there is no way it is not going to work, because it is a law. It is impossible. Everything you ask, you shall receive. Everything you seek, you shall find. And every door that you knock will be opened. because that is how it works.